shit, sorry, pal. Hola, hello. I'm not really ready, but I'm gonna be ready. Hey, everybody. Hi, welcome. This is a subscriber only. Hi, Cheryl. But I think I have people that can come in for like a minute or so to check out what's happening. Of course, I'm really not ready because I'm always running around. But that's okay. We'll be ready. Hey, Cece. Good evening. Woo, woo. Hey, June. You know, I catch your videos, June, and I'm mesmerized just watching you. You know, I saw your clean house. It was so fun. Hey, Alfreda. Hi, guys. All right, you guys ready? We have so much to do. I have a lot of recipes. I got very ambitious today, but I wanted you to see. Oh, hold on, let me check something. I forgot a couple of things that I needed out of my freezer. Can you guys see me hunting around? Here, let me get you this way. Hey, hold on. I forgot. I don't see it. Why don't I see it? All right, hold on. It's gotta be here. It's gotta be here. Oh, okay, I see it. I need this, this. We're gonna be very busy. We're gonna cook some lamb. Come on and enjoy the live. Let's tap the screen. Oh, you guys are awesome, June. And then I have my pita bread. We have chicken. We're going to make a really nice salad, a little breakfast thing, a little bread. Hold on, let me see. Do I have... I know I have lamb that I wanted to use tonight, and I can't find it. All right, hold on. I'm going to send my husband out. Bummer. Okay. I know it's here. 2 seconds. All right, then you know what we're going to do? I don't really want to use ground beef because... How did I forget that? All right, you guys have to hold on 1 second. I'm calling my hubby while he's out. Hey, everybody. Hold on. 1... No, that's not the number. Hi, guys. You know, I'm trying to figure out how we get like people that are not necessarily, oh, hey guys. Oh, so we can get people to come in and out. They join in, but they should be able to see it for a minute. Anybody know how to do that? So if they want to hang out for a minute, they can. Does anybody know how to do that? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's been a pretty hectic day. How's everybody's day going? Hey, can you grab me some ground lamb? I thought I had it here. If you can't find it, just get me ground beef. But there should be some ground lamb there. All right, thanks. I'm on my live already. There, everybody's watching me talk to you. All right, goodbye. All right, here we go. 5 new messages. I thought it automatically gives you non-subscribers a preview. That's what I thought. Some water. Hi, hubby. Hi, everybody. Okay, we have a lot to do, and I want to show you. So back when I left cooking school, I spent about 2 or 3 years cooking for this actress on a soap for quite a few years. And then she said, then she decided that she was going to go and she didn't want to do it anymore. She was on a very, very famous soap and she filmed that in New York. And then I had to fly all over the place and it was just, private chef work sounds a lot more glamorous than it actually is. And it can be pretty intense. So anyway, I was doing that, and I got a call from my school. I was like the second generation of vegan chefs out of New York at the time, and particularly out of the school. And they called me up and they said, "Oh, there's a women's center in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and they are interviewing for chefs to come there and build this healthy body kitchen." Thank you for my heart. And I was like, "Oh, that sounds kind of cool." Wasn't married. I was like, sounds adventurous. I think I want to try it. So I interviewed on a Tuesday. I got the job on a Wednesday. Was in, I went down to the UN building, got my iKarma, which is their work visa, and was in Saudi Arabia that Monday morning. I flew in Sunday night, got there Monday morning. And I sat down, and it was like a whole table. There was 7 women, 2 very, very wealthy women in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and 7, 8, 9, 10, there was 10 or 11 women, and like 7 or 8 princesses. And at the time, I was sponsored into the country by King Fahad's son, Prince Saud. This was back in the 90s. And he was the head of the Secret Service at the time. And he sponsored me into the country. So when I got there, the first thing they said is, "You have to give us your passport." I was like, "Yeah, that's not happening. You're not getting my passport." Because, at the time, at the time, it was like, it was pretty radical. Especially for someone who comes from New York and a female. It was not a place to kind of buck the system. But I said, "You're not getting my passport. I'll carry your work thing, but I'm not giving you my passport." So whatever, anyway. So they said, "Okay, you have to cook we're going to have a party with 300 princesses." And this was like, I couldn't find that, Gail, but it looks like people are jumping in and out, but nobody's kind of staying, but they're able to jump in. So anyway, I got there, and they said, "Hi, Katie." And they said, "You have to do this party." And I was like, there's just no way. And I don't know your food. I have to learn it. And I was vegan at the time, and you want me to turn your food, your Saudi or Arabic food into vegan? I have no idea. I don't even know what you make. So I spent 2 weeks, hi Kay, 2 weeks in the palace kitchen learning Middle Eastern food with chefs that they bring in from Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, which is like the Riviera of the Middle East. And they pay them tons of money to be there. And they taught me, but I didn't speak any Arabic at the time. It was an incredible experience, Gail. I didn't speak Arabic, and they certainly did not speak English. So we just communicated through food, and it was the best experience of my life. And then when I got to, the space that they were going to have me build my kitchen, they had a restaurant there already, so I had to make friends with these chefs and all these Filipino women, and it was amazing. And I said, "Oh, how can I help you?" And they dropped a lamb carcass in front of me and gave me one knife, and they said, "Butcher it." And I was like, okay. And I mean, for the year that I was there, they made fun of me because even though I did it, because I kept saying, "Okay, it's just a chicken, it's just a chicken." And even though I had no idea what I was doing, I did it. I hacked this lamb up. Did you keep a journal along the way? I did. And I won't speak of some of the wild things that happened while I was there because I don't know. I mean, I guess in this space because we know everybody that's in here, but it was quite an interesting experience, I will say. And it was difficult for sure. You know, thank you. You guys are so awesome. It was definitely difficult. Thank you, Manny. Welcome. We're cooking, woohoo! We're cooking Middle Eastern food. Okay, so I already made the recipes, which I'm so proud of myself for. So you're gonna get them tonight. I'm gonna send them to you guys. But so the things we're gonna do tonight is we're gonna do a breakfast dish called shakshuka. And that is beans. It's really called fool, but it's like a pinto bean dish. And then we're gonna do fattoush, which is the salad. And I wanna make that first, because then we're gonna be working with meat, and I don't want to mess up our cutting board. We need a story time night. Yeah, I know that we'll do that like on a Zoom call because I don't want to get in trouble. It was amazing. Like there was a place that you would go, like sort of like their, you know, the other side of the tracks kind of place down into the city. And it was where the markets were. And they had all these big bags of grains. And you'd go and buy your fresh spices and stuff. And you would pick your wheat and they would grind the wheat for you right there. It was pretty amazing. It was really amazing. All right, so tonight I'm going to show you sort of like, you know how we have a chicken and rice dish? Well, lamb is their thing. So tonight I want to show you their lamb dish first because it's so incredibly delicious, but it takes some time. And what I noticed is obviously it's a desert and it's super, hi Madeline, welcome. It's a desert and it's very, very dry there. Thank you for that. Thank you for the join me. It's very dry there. So when you cook, they use a lot of oil. So tonight I want to show you this one dish. It's called lamb kapsa. And this is a Saudi dish. It's sort of their traditional sort of chicken and rice. It is so delicious. And again, you're going to learn the way that I have made it over time, but it's so good. So obviously onion. Now they don't use any garlic or nutmeg in Saudi Arabia at the time because they say that it was what do you call it? An aphrodisiac. So they didn't have any garlic and no, it was outlawed. Any garlic or any what do you call it? What's the other one I just said? Nutmeg. Crazy, right? All right, now I want to show you, we're probably going to do a lot of work over at the stove. So let me drag you guys over there. Start there. So the first thing I want to show you is the way that we season our oil. They love pine nuts. They use it for so much of their oil and flavoring, and you have to kind of be ready because if you're not, you'll burn the pine nuts. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have enough pine nut oil. I know, can you imagine a life without garlic? That was very difficult for me. But what wasn't difficult is when I got into my kitchen space there, they said, we want to get the pan nice and hot. And then you want to have a bunch of pine nuts. So all the food we're cooking with tonight is certified organic. Remember that. Keep that in mind. And, you know, that just elevates the flavor of the food. It's so good. So good. So now I'm getting this pan nice and hot. And I'm going to use a lot of oil here because when I'm cooking, we're going to use this oil all night to cook with. All right. So I have probably a half a cup here. And it's going to season all of our food. So once you're going to see it kind of gets, let me turn on my light here. It kind of gets like, can you see how it's sort of like making that like almost like a ripple effect? I cannot cook without garlic. Let me tell you, that was a very difficult thing. Okay, so now we're just gonna add these in and we are not leaving the stove. because once these turn, they turn fast. And we don't want them to burn. But what's beautiful about this is, you know, pine nuts have a very high oil content, and it's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful oil, wonderful nut. And, you know, it's very high in oil, sort of like a macadamia nut. So what we're doing here is we're kind of creating this pine nut infused oil that now is going to flavor all our food all the way through. So we're going to just wait, and we're going to watch this, because once this gets dark, it's just going to turn completely. And we don't really want to get them dark. We just want them a little colored. And then we're going to put them in here. We're going to save the ground, because then I'm going to show you a little. These are raw, but now we're just kind of frying them up. After this, we're gonna marinate our shawarma, and then we'll make our salad. We're gonna make za'atar, which is sort of like a yogurt-based bread, and you can see it's starting to work because of the foam coming up, and it's starting to like boil. Oh, see, here they go. Can you see them turning? They're going to turn super fast. We got to be ready. See, they're starting to a little bit brown. I'm going to pay attention now, because I do not want to burn them. All right, I'm going to shut the heat off, because they're going to cook in this. You can hear it, right? They're so fragrant. Hey, Debbie, I am still working. I need some time to think about and absorb all of what you wrote to me. So don't think I'm ignoring you. It just takes me some time to create and make sure I get the right information to you. See how these are browning? That's it. That's all you want. And especially once, can you smell it? Can you smell that beautiful pine nut oil? Okay, now I want to do this nice and close so you can see it. So now this is our flavored oil for the rest of the evening. Everything we need oil for, we're going to use this. And you can see how nice. See, we did these perfect. And let me tell you something. There are many, many times. Hey, Tyler, thanks for subscribing again. Look, there are many times I kill these, but I did them spot on today. That's what you want them to be. You see, some of them got a little bit really toasted, but these are perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna leave these. Where am I gonna leave these? Oh, we're gonna leave them right here. Done. All right, so this is our oil. This is gonna be our cooking oil for all of our food tonight. And this is what they do. This is what my beautiful Egyptian men taught me how to cook. Okay, now, the next thing we're gonna do, I kind of want a deeper pot than this, but the pot I really want, hold on, hold please. I forgot to get this pot. Okay, got it. This is the pot I want. All right, now, we are going to use half of some of this. Now, I'm not going to use as much oil as they did in Saudi Arabia, but I want you to kind of see how, oh my God, that smells so good. We're going to add just a little bit more olive oil. So when I first saw this recipe, I freaked at how much oil they were using, but then I understood why. Because it's so dry there. They really need to use that. Now, a lot of times too, they use something like a dried pepper. I don't have any dried peppers here today, so I'm gonna use my harissa. And in here is a blend of peppers. It's got peppers, paprika, garlic, onion, and a little mint, okay? We're gonna use this just because I want a little spice in it. But their spices are cumin, cardamom, you see? cumin, cardamom, coriander, and they love cinnamon. And it's sort of those flavors, they kind of move back and forth, like Moroccan, Middle Eastern, all of that yumminess. Did I get, oh, I don't think I got any extra cumin, but oh, I have plenty. There's cumin, we have more cinnamon. I have a lot of cinnamon. Now, they do use cinnamon sticks a lot. I don't have any here, and they use dried lemon, which I know I don't have. And I thought I did, but that's okay, because you're not gonna really use that. If you really wanna be authentic, you can use it, but it's not that important. I mean, it is, but it's not important for what we're doing. There'll be notes, and then I have sumac. I brought some sumac from work. Okay, so we're gonna heat this up. We are gonna add our onion, and then I'm gonna just cut up a tomato. I love this recipe. It's so, oh, you like sumac? It's so good. It is good, that is for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna just dice up a tomato, and we're gonna put, there's tomato in all their food. So if you don't like tomato, instead of celery, the Saudis and the Egyptians and that area of the Middle East, there's really, they don't use a lot of celery. Tomato is their thing. So it's onion and tomato is their jam, and parsley. That is their jam, all day, every day, and like a hot pepper. And I'm just gonna throw this tomato in. Now, in this, remember how we do it, we're gonna add, oh my God, if you could only smell this already. Now remember, we have a pine nut infused oil, which is unbelievable. We're gonna add a little bit of sumac here. And then, at this point, I would put a dried lemon, fresh dried lemon, which I thought I had, and at the last minute I was like, ugh, how do I not have that? I'm gonna add cumin. Did I say coriander? Where's my coriander? I can't live without coriander, honestly. I think it's one of my top 4 spices on my list. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I have a lot of nutmeg. Oh my God. You cannot imagine the smell that is filling this house right now. And it's really this is not possible. All right, we're cooking without coriander today. How is that possible? Let's put our cardamom in. And then we're gonna add a little bit of cinnamon. It's so strange. It's in your recipe, so don't worry, you'll have it. Now we're gonna let this cook down just a little. And then after we let this cook down a little bit, we are going to add our lamb. Hi, Donna Marie. See, and you made it to our live. Okay, now, next step. I have the scratch and sniff isn't working. I know, I wish it was. Hi, Kim. Oh, I'm so thirsty tonight. That's just water, nice fresh water. Now, I have, my friend sent me, because I love this place in Pike's Place Market in Seattle. They have all these cool spices. And she sent me the shawarma spice. It's so good. All right, I'm going to just look one more time for our coriander because I know I used it like just 2 days ago and it's gotta be here. I'm gonna try one more time. I wasn't really ready to start, but I figured you don't care and you love when I'm running around like a nut, so. Sage, oregano, curry, oregano. I guess I just ran out. That's such a bummer. Nutmeg. Okay, none. I always keep a list and I always can't find it. Okay, I had to subscribe, so please check that other if you paid, okay? Thank you. All right, no problem. No problem. We do love Hectic Chef. Oh, oh my God, this brings back a lot of memories, like instantly. You know, my husband doesn't like Middle Eastern food, so I don't have anybody to cook this for, but I am going to bring this to work tomorrow and we are going to have so much fun eating this. So, all right, so here, that's nice. It smells unbelievable. Now, I want to add, now you can use any type of lamb that you like. And because I have a white rice tonight, the white jasmine, I would say to you, you want to use like a white basmati, which is actually a really good one to use, only because it's a little bit heavier than, than like the white jasmine, but I only have the white jasmine today, so that's what we're gonna use. Can you smell the house, Ron? Mm-hmm. Do you like the smell?
Yes.
He's lying.
Love
Thanks,
it.
honey. So now these have the bone on them, and I want that because these are a loin lamb chop. You don't have to use this. You could use, like I'm gonna show you what I also have, which are fabulous, and I keep them frozen. But this would do it too. This is a lamb loin roast, pasture fed from Thomas Farms. I love this. It is a beautiful piece of meat. It's tied. It's just beautiful. If you can find this anywhere, this would go great in this. But what I like about using these for is because I don't have any like lamb stock at home. So if I add water to this dish, the bone is gonna give us the, you know, that lamb sort of flavor. Hey, hi Lori. All right, so I think I have lamb stock. I do. I have some lamb stock here. It's frozen, but that's okay, we'll get there. All right, so you see how beautiful this is? We're gonna just kind of sear the sides. See, we just want that. And then, oh my God, this smells so damn good. I can't even take it. All right, so this is going, now remember, this is their chicken and rice. This is how they make sort of their everyday dish. Oh, yay. Now, I'm not gonna taste the flavors yet. I can smell them, they smell pretty balanced. We're gonna put this cover on just for a few minutes. And then we're gonna add the rice to this dish. About a cup and a half. I love this. It's probably my all-time, I know, thanks, hubby, it's right. He's so good. He ran around and got me the last 2 ingredients I needed. This is Lundberg. I love their rices. I feel comfortable with all their rice. All right, so I'm using about a cup and a half. That's gonna give us 3 cups total, which is kind of nice for this dish. And we're just gonna cook it in here, look. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I never get this right in terms of how much water this needs. Never, never, ever, ever. But we are gonna do our best. I'm gonna pour a little bit of water in here because we had a lot of oil and the tomato made a little juice. So we're gonna see what that does. Now, if you have a nice crushed pepper, a dried lemon, all of those things work for this dish. I am only gonna add about 1.5 cups in here. If I had lamb stock, my lamb stock's frozen, it will just be a mess if I do that. I'm just gonna cover the rice. And we are going to turn this up a little. And I'm gonna add this in here. And that's our lamb dish. That was pretty easy. I mean, honestly, for my crock pot people, you could, I know it's so good, right? That rice is delicious, Shao. You could actually, I forgot what I was just saying. For the lamb, help me out here. What was I just saying? I forgot. Hold on, let me plug you guys back in. So you don't have to use lamb. You could use, oh yes, crock pot. You could put that in a crock pot. Thank you. You could actually put that in a crock pot if you really wanted to, or a slow cooker if you had like, you know, that other lamb that I was showing you. That takes a little bit longer. That lamb is gonna be very quick. It'll be cooked through when that rice is done. So that's only gonna take about 20 minutes. Sorry, I'm so thirsty tonight. Thank you. All right, so that's in. Next dish I want to show you is our shawarma. Now, shawarma chicken, I never knew what it was, ever, ever, ever. Oh, I forget that you guys can see that. My friend from where's that place? The place I was just talking about in Seattle bought me that. All right, I don't have any mangoes here. Okay, so when I first got to Saudi Arabia, I was like, when I first started tasting the food, it was like I was in heaven. I loved the flavor profiles. This recipe, eager to learn. Kim, did you just see that one? Oh, you're talking about the shawarma. Let me tell you something. We do you've seen the kitchen, and we do like 3 different sort of like chicken finger kind of things. One is shawarma, one is a Thai coconut, and one is barbecue. The shawarma, hands down, 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of water, so you need 1.5 rice and 1.5 water, right? No, Copper, when you are making rice, it's 1 to 2. So if you have a cup of rice, you need 2 cups of water. That's pretty standard for any grain except short grain brown rice. That you need a little bit more. That to me is like 1 3/4 cups. But because I had a lot of oil in there, let me show you. Because I had a lot of oil in there, I added less rice. I added less water. So the standard for cooking, oh, see, it's already kind of sticking. So the standard for cooking any type of grain is 1 cup of grain to 2 cups of liquid. Now, normally I would never, ever touch a grain while it's cooking, but I had it boiling too hard, so I don't want it to stick. Otherwise, you do not disturb a grain when it's cooking. And I lowered the flame a little bit. Can you use chicken for that dish? I was just gonna say, what do you think I'm gonna say? Of course you can. You could use chicken, you could use fish, you could use, you're just gonna get the seasoning profile, and then you put whatever you want in there. Put tofu in there, doesn't matter, right? You're cooking for yourself. So I'm never gonna tell you, maybe I'll tell you once in a while that one of those flavor profiles wouldn't work, but you could certainly put chicken. Their chicken is lamb. They use lamb like we use chicken. It's just the way it goes. I was invited. I was only with Saudis. I was with the princesses. You do what you like, exactly. I was with when I was there, because I was living in one of the palaces. So how the royal family works in Saudi Arabia is there's like 3,000 people in the royal family. So as high up on the chain you go is sort of where you wind up. So I was obviously sponsored, because you can't get it. You could, at the time back in 95, 96, you couldn't get into the country without being sponsored by a Saudi. So the Saudi that I was sponsored by was King Fahad's son, head of the Secret Service. The crown prince and his daughter was one of the women around the table. One of the princes, one of the king's brothers, I believe, or cousin, owns Saudia Airlines. His daughter around that table. So I was with the top of the pile. When I finally 2 weeks in or 3 weeks in, maybe I should post some of those pictures. Those I could probably post, because they would only be food pictures, because I signed a gag order. Some of the stuff I can't really ever talk about, and I'm too afraid I would never. But the things I'm telling you, it's okay. But what was I just telling you? Oh, so the people that I was sitting with were a big deal. And the food and the access was unbelievable, but I wasn't with any Americans. So at one point there was a news reporter, female, she was Turkish, I believe, and she wanted to interview me on TV for Al Jazeera TV. She was an Al Jazeera reporter. And she invited me to do an interview, and I did, and it was wonderful. And it was an experience. I think I have the recording somewhere. I'm not actually sure, but I think I do. And she invited me. She said, listen, there's a big event for Thanksgiving, because I was there for Thanksgiving. There's a big event, and I'd like you to be my guest at the embassy. So I was like, sure, I'll go, because I hadn't met anybody. And there's no alcohol in Saudi Arabia. It's illegal. Hold on, let me just make sure this is doing all right. Oh, all right, we're gonna add a little bit more water to this. It needs just a little bit. I'm just putting a little bit. Oh my God, this is so pretty. This is exactly the way it looks. All right, so they invite me to this event, and so more water due to the oil. No, I just put in less water because of the oil. So I was just adding a little bit more, to get that ratio right. So she invited me, and we went to dinner, and they had this unbelievable buffet, and it was sort of like a horseshoe, and it was all this beautiful, delicious Arabic, Turkish, Moroccan food. I didn't know what to do. There was so much food and so exciting. It was like a foodie heaven. So I just enjoyed myself. But as I walked up to the buffet table, there was a giant, you've seen my braziers at work, right? You've seen those big pots when I'm cooking. They're just gigantic. There was a pot, probably 3 times that size. Just huge, about 8 inches high, and it was sitting on a table. And as I walked up, I was watching people just sort of take their hands and pull meat off of it. Oh yeah. Oh, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be the best. Oh, now you can make her this food and see if she likes it. And I was like, oh my God, what is in that pot? And as I walked up, it was like the carcass of a baby lamb. I was like, ooh. And they were just just taking the lamb off the bone. I guess it was just their way. I mean, it was amazing. And then what was interesting about it, so what I'm doing right now is I couldn't find any organic boneless skinless chicken thighs. So I'm just making them right now while we chat. So I just thought that was unbelievable. I'd never seen anything like that. And they were just eating, it was sort of like, I don't know, it was sort of torched, and it was, I'm going to think it was like on a rotisserie, like on a big rotisserie, and then they just took it and dropped it in the pot. So if you get thighs and you want to make it the way that I'm doing it, you could just hold on to those bones, put them in a bag, and then we could make, no, there were no chefs with me. That's not true. No chefs came with me, but I worked with only Egyptian men who had never worked with a female before. So that was a little bit difficult. That's why I think they dropped that carcass in front of me, a lamb, like literally a lamb carcass. I mean, the guts were gone, but it was like a whole lamb. Like you knew the animal that you were messing with. That was pretty freaky. And because I went to a vegan cooking school, so the only thing you have to do in a vegan cooking school to get accredited is learn how to butcher a chicken. So I was like, all right, let me find the joints. It was kind of weird. So I'm just making all these like little pieces. If you don't want to use chicken thighs, you don't have to. You could use chicken breast. Or you can use dark meat. Doesn't matter. Whatever works for you. I just actually we always use dark meat. Stay away from that, buddy. We always use dark, for a really long time, we were just using chicken, what do you call it? Chicken breast. But then I just started loving these boneless chicken thighs. Hey, go away. You're not getting any food. You already ate. I think they smell the raw chicken. So they prepared all the food before you came to the dinner? Yes. So that was not a party for me. That was at the embassy. It was like Thanksgiving with all of these diplomats. And what was very interesting is, even if the diplomats came with family, the way that they did it is you didn't sit with anybody you knew. You had to sit with people you had never met before. So I sat with all of these diplomats from all over the world. I think I sat with German, Dutch, it's in my journal, but German, Dutch, and maybe like Amsterdam, and then like an Eastern European, like a Ukraine or something. It wasn't Ukraine, it was like Poland or something. Everybody speaks English. Right, you network. But it was all men, really. There weren't a lot, I didn't really meet any female diplomats. The wives were there, but everybody was mixed all around. There was a couple of hundred people at this event. And it was at the American embassy, but I didn't really even meet any Americans. It was pretty amazing. It was really an unbelievable experience to see and to talk to these, just amazing human beings that were diplomats, and it was just cool. I found it very interesting. They smoked clove cigarettes, and it was just wacky and fun. Thank you for that. Thank you for the heart. Chef Teddy Tunez. That's so cool. Wow, I bet it was spectacular. I would have loved an experience. Yeah, it was interesting because, my father was, I don't know how old I was at the time. What was I in 96 if I'm 61 now? I have no idea. Can anybody do that math? I think I was in my late 20s maybe, or stop it. Hey, behave yourselves. Hey, Ron, can you scoop these guys up? I'm cutting chicken and they're dying to eat it. So, it was pretty amazing. Yes, right? I did only there because it was like the thing that you did, 30-ish. Yeah, I was probably around there. It was pretty amazing. I learned so much and met so many. I worked with 14 different nations: Jordan, Lebanese, Filipino, Yemen, Turkey. I met the princess's assistant, her mom. She lived next door. They had the villa next door to me. So we lived on the palace grounds. So think about a New York City block, a giant New York City block. And then there's 10-foot concrete walls around that entire block. And inside that is your compound. And no, but I learned Arabic while I was there and remembered it for about 2 years and then had nobody to speak with, and that was it. I lost it. I mean, I can speak a tiny, tiny bit, but not much. Ooh, this is ready, my friends. We are done. Let me just bring this over to you. Yeah, it was kind of sad, but I had to learn Arabic because the princesses were very, very interesting, wonderful women, but it was an experience. An American going over there, Americans, especially New Yorkers, we're straight up, right? We are in your face. We tell you how we feel. You know exactly how we feel. You can see our facial expressions. You know exactly where we're coming from. I found that it was a different experience, dealing with, working and dealing with the princesses because they don't do that. And not that one is worse or bad, or it's just different. And when you don't come from that style and you don't know, or you don't know how to relate, it's a very different way to be. Yes, we are blunt. We are straight up. You know exactly how we feel at all times. Look at that. There's your dish. It's already done. Isn't that beautiful? It's infused with, God, the smell button is not working tonight. We have got to get that working. But you see, this is beautiful. Now watch what we serve it with. You're going to lose your minds. It's so amazing. All right, so let me taste this. Oh my God. For all my foodies out there, I'm a blunt Texan too, yeah. Yeah, we don't fare so well in that environment. It's rough, and it's just different. That's all I can say. So the tomato cooks down completely. Exactly, it's part of the broth. We're gonna plate that in a little while, and you'll see how unbelievable that is. Cheryl, it's not fake. I think you guys know that by now, that like my excitement over food is definitely, it's genuine. I have to tell you, it was one of the most exciting experiences of my life. And to this day, the family that kind of took me in and loved me up, her sons and her 2 sons and daughter live in the States now, and she does as well. They are Syrian and Pakistani, and she is my sister to this day. And when she's in town or around, we get together, and it's like we've never left each other. It's really wonderful. And Fridays is sort of their holy day, so that was our Sunday is here, and on Fridays we would all get together and eat, just make a big giant mountain of Arabic food and just enjoy it, and they taught me so much. Okay, so here is our shawarma. Now, what we have to do with the shawarma is get it ready, and normally I'm going to take you through how we do it, but just know that it normally takes an entire day. It's usually marinated for 24 hours. What spices did you use on the dish? I'm making that tomorrow with your chicken. you're gonna have these, you're gonna get, look, I already made the recipes for you guys. Aren't you proud of me? I'm getting so much better. I do know I have a pile of recipes to get to you guys, but hang tight, we're gonna get there. So for the lamb capsa, you're talking about, that's what that's called. It was onion, cumin, coriander, ground cardamom. I didn't put the ginger in, but you could add ginger and a cinnamon stick. Also, a dried hot pepper and a dried lemon will work. Lamb or chicken stock. I'm getting there, Lisa. Step by step. Okay, now, you guys ready? First things first, when you marinate shawarma, here's our favorite lemon juice. And we're just I'm gonna put the lemon on first, and you're gonna see why in a minute. Then I'm gonna add our salt. And now we're gonna put our spices. Now, you have two ways to do this, and I gave it to you. If you have a Middle Eastern store near you, I'm new. Hi, Angela. Oh, okay, guys, if you are new here, you have got to email me at chefliz@theorganicfoodmovement.com. Email me. Tell me you are a subscriber. Give me your TikTok name, and I kind of just send you everything every subscriber gets. Like, I never stop sending it to you. You just get it. Because I have no time to take people in and out of it. So if your subscription ended and you're still getting I can't help it. I do the best I can with that. So you'll get all we just started subscribers back in December. So I don't know what we're going to do. Do you really think TikTok's going to go away? I have no idea. I don't know what we're going to do. But here, you have two options. And I put them in the notes of the shawarma. You can either make your own sort of shawarma seasoning, or you can buy it like this. And I'll tell you the truth, I'm going to make it the way that I make it in the store. The only thing I might do, because this will have the coriander in it and it needs the coriander, I'm gonna just use a little pinch of this, because then I'll get my coriander. It's it's the Italian volcano. So my jam about this is we use so much oh really? Oh, that's cool. I can't imagine they're gonna let it go. I can't imagine. But maybe China might say, hey, you know what? We'll play chicken. Who knows? I'm trying not to pay attention, because until it happens, like, we just don't have any control over it at this point, you know? All right, so here you go. So this is the best lemon juice I've ever seen. It has lemon juice in it. That's it. That's all it's got. It doesn't have citric acid. It doesn't have any BTA. Don't use that real lemon stuff. Throw that out. That's poison, in my opinion. You know, remember, you want to stay organic as much as possible. Okay, so now for this, we're going to use cumin. Let me see, what else do I have? Cardamom and the sumac. So for my shawarma, I splashed it with a little lemon. I put the salt in, and now we're going to add a little cardamom. So for like 2 pounds of chicken, you would use like a half a teaspoon. But you're gonna see, you're gonna get these. I will push the button tonight. I won't go to bed until I send these out. We're gonna put a splash of cinnamon, and then a little cumin, and the coriander I'm used from the sumac. From the shawarma spice. And then we're gonna add a pinch of the sumac powder. All right, now we're gonna mix that up. You're gonna have other recipes in here too. Where do you get sumac? So you probably have to get it in like a Middle Eastern store, you know, if you have one near you. And if you don't, I guess I could find it online and stick it in my kitchen essentials page for you. All right, here we go. Ooh, look how beautiful. Thank you for all the gifts. And we already have 25,000 likes. We have to get to 100,000. Your team has completed the second stage of Team Quest. Team Power has been unlocked for all team members to send and celebrate. Woohoo! I have no idea what all that means. Thank you, Alfreda. All right, so here you go. So now it's all mixed. And now here's the last two ingredients that we add to this. We add some stone ground mustard, which I don't have, so I'm using Dijon. But that's okay. But it's stone ground, just like a tablespoon. You don't need a lot, a squish. And then we're gonna add some yogurt. Now this technically, if you're gonna make this dish, it tastes the best when it's marinated overnight. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are awesome. It really lends itself to being marinated overnight. Now we're gonna make other dishes tonight, so we're just gonna put this on the side and it'll be the last thing we do. Oh, you know what I have to add to this? I have to add pickled vegetables, but I was thinking when we build this sandwich tonight, we can use our kimchi. We'll just do like Moroccan, Korean. Oh, that's so pretty. What is that fun little cake? Thank you. So now we're just gonna let this sit. But if you really want the flavors to marry in this, new sub starting my wellness education journey, welcome, Sugar. I like your title. Well, welcome. You're gonna have a lot of fun here. Here's the things that you need to know. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the love. Here's what you need to know. Happy person, nice. I'm in the Mojave Desert with limited options. Okay, sister. So I'm going to, I will find sumac and put it on the kitchen essentials. And thank you so much, happy person. And so you'll be able to get it. All right, so here's the scoop. Thank you, ER. Thank you for all, you guys are awesome. So here's the scoop. What was that? Oh, so if you are a new subscriber tonight, make sure, please email me, Chef Liz at theorganicfoodmovement.com. Send me your email so that you will get all the subscriber videos, and because I break these down into 20-minute sections, you'll get those. And good, perfect. And then you'll get all the recipes. And I just send you everything I've done so far for subscribers. Also, if you join the Book of Face, the Organic Food Movement, you will get all the other recipes. I help you guys create like little mini meal plans so that if you're dealing with something, we've done rheumatoid arthritis, we've worked on inflammation, we've done a whole bunch of things to help and to create food for you. I've been cooking for 40 something years, and I am passionate about organic, clean, whole foods. That's my jam. So if you're out there and you want to learn, you want to be part of our party, come join us. All right, so you want to let this sit overnight. I'm going to grill it tonight and show you what a shawarma sandwich is like. Did it work, June? Did you take it? It takes like 3 or 4 days. And a good B complex, because that's one B vitamin. Okay, we're gonna put this over here. And now we are going to make our za'atar. Now za'atar is a wonderful, yummy bread. And it's a yogurt and flour-based bread. And then once that's made, we add some lamb and thyme to it. Ground lamb and thyme. It's unbelievable and delicious. So I want to show you that. All right? How do you make that? Super, super simple. Was a seasoning herb mix. It is, but in the Middle East, in the way that it was taught to me, it was like a flip. What is that cute little thing? A smart bean. Sage the smart bean. Copper. That is the cutest little freaking thing I ever saw. I love it. You know, I try and make thank you videos for all you guys because I just, if you don't see me getting it to you, it's not because I don't want to. I am like overwhelmed with all the love and joy and all the things I'm trying to give you guys that I just get lost in the sauce, you know? I try and get it all done. Okay, so this is a 3-ingredient sort of bread, and you're gonna crack up when you see how fun this is. So if you have flour, now I was gonna try and make it with the 1-to-1 flour, but I've never done it, so I'm not gonna do it here. But you know, if you wanna try it gluten-free on that 1-to-1, hey Rondi, how are ya? Okay, you could try it. But this is how we make this bread. So we're gonna just whisk that salt and everything in there. And then we're gonna add our yogurt. Yes, there are measurements, by the way. We share your happiness from every gift. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are sweet. All right, so we're just gonna mix this. And this is it. This is the little bit of bread. It's so good. It cooks so easy. Now, I guess if you had one of those like clay ovens and you wanted to put this on the side of the oven, you could do it. I don't have that, so we're gonna make a little ball. Yeah, you could use Greek. This is a Maple Hill sort of unsweetened, grass-fed, organic whole milk yogurt. Organic. I like it. I mean, you could use, again, you know me. It doesn't really matter, does it? Whatever yogurt works for you works for me. I mean, I wouldn't use a sweet yogurt. It would certainly be plain. But if you like using, you know, the Greek yogurt, that's fine. It's no big deal. So I'm just making sort of a dough out of this. And it's just regular white sort of baking powder. I mean, powder, you know, flour. I'm so quiet. This is fascinating. Okay, you know, sometimes I notice that, like, I look up and everybody's not talking and you guys just watch. It happens a lot in the kitchen too, because I get into my flow and then, you know, in my commercial kitchen, it's sort of the same thing. But look how fast we made that lamb dish, right? Oh yeah, it's so nice without the glove police, isn't it? And yet I'm wearing gloves. I mean, those cranky people, my goodness. You know, now when I start, I'm always like, Maurice, do you see any hair on my jacket? Is my hair tied up? Is anything moving? Can you see anything? Like, we're kind of running around making sure, because and I never shut up. I don't think that's the case, Mama. All right, so that's it. This is it. It's that simple. I mean, maybe we could put a little more flour in this, but it's not really sticking to me, so. Well, maybe it is. I'm the only one eating this tonight because my husband doesn't like it. He won't eat. He might eat this bread because it's just, you know, flour and yogurt. But now I'm going to show you how we add the lamb to it once it comes out and then it goes back in. That glove conversation the other day drove me nuts. You know, it's funny, I didn't see it till the very end, and Maurice and I, you know, my crew cracks up because I am a lunatic about gloves in that kitchen, to the point where my crew can't stand me about it. So when you guys hear those people on here yelling at me about gloves, my crew is on the floor losing their minds because they know how insane I am about cross-contamination and glove wearing and nonsense. Like, if they touch any part of their body or moves, I'm like, take the glove off, you gotta change your gloves now. Constant. Was going with your hubby not liking the menu. Oh yeah, he doesn't eat this way. He is a meat and potatoes Irishman. He is not having this food. Mm-mm. When he walked in and he smelled the lamb, he was like, I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about, babe. Yeah, so that glove conversation. I mean, my crew cracks up. They just don't understand how anybody could even talk like that to me. But it's okay. You know, some people are very lonely, I guess. And I think it's really fun for people to catch people doing something wrong, you know? No, and he does not want to be on live. Nope. You know, I met him online, and he was in law enforcement, and I talked to him for like 2 months before we met, and he never had a picture. I never saw his picture till I met him. Crazy, right? Little romantic. Okay, so here we go. So now we're gonna take this and we're just gonna make sort of these little blobs of bread. I mean, if anybody knows how to make this and it looks so funny, like you can see I don't care. I get the job done and they're delicious. Hold on, I'm gonna do one thing. I'm gonna take our oil that we made before. Look, our beautiful, I know it's kind of sweet, right? Yeah, it was actually super cool. Hi, chef, and all here. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. We're having fun. You're here now. Whoop! All right, so I'm just gonna use this. I don't have a brush here, so I'm just gonna kind of spread this on the pan so we have something to. We are making a za'atar seasoned yogurt bread to eat with our food. Oh my God, I wish you guys were here. It'd be so fun. All right, so I'm just gonna take a blob of this bread and I'm gonna make a little pat. And just sort of like, I want you to see. Can you guys see what I'm up to? Ooh, yum, sounds good. Yeah, it's so good. Now, you can make them as big or as little as you want. All this is yogurt, flour, and salt. I know, it's so fun. And you know, if you think about it, everybody's got a little flour in their kitchen. Everybody's got a little yogurt in their kitchen. So if you're hungry and you want to make some little snack, I mean, it's just kind of, you don't have to lose your mind over it, right? You're just making these tiny little snack things. Wait, with the first time I ate this, now remember, when I learned this Saudi food, I was learning from, you know, chefs from Egypt that were plucked out of these 5-star hotels, but I was also learning their comfort food, their favorite recipes, like that chicken dish that we did, remember, with the vegetables, the Thai curry vegetables? Remember how those were so simple? Did anybody make those yet? They were they're so yummy, and you add the, see, that's it. We're done. I mean, this one maybe I could have made into 2, because you kind of want them to be a little thin. This one's a little crazy big, but that's okay. I mean, look how easy that was. We're done. We're done. Okay, now I'm gonna put this in here. We're gonna pop these in the oven for like 8 or 9 minutes. We're gonna season the lamb, and then we're gonna put the lamb. Oh, did you love the Mexican night? Did you make all that food? Ron and I ate Mexican food for like 4 days. He was like, okay, enough with the Mexican food. Okay, so now we're gonna put those in. Let me set a timer. We're gonna set it for let's set it for 11 minutes. Let's see what happens. Okay, next. Let me see what's next. Ooh, okay, so we have the shawarma going. We did the lamb. We're making the bread. Let's season the lamb, because when the bread comes out, we have to add the lamb to it. I mean, these flavors for me are better than Mexican food by a long shot. Okay, so I have some lamb here. Now, I was thinking, I said I was going to make, oh, don't worry, you're here. You haven't really missed a lot. We'll catch you up. We'll catch you up. We have a lot of people here tonight. I'm so glad you guys are getting to watch. Thank you for all the love. Look, we have over 30,000 likes. We are rocking it. We have new subscribers. This is awesome. Okay, so I'm going to take this ground lamb. I'm going to use half because I was thinking, do you guys want me to show you? It's going to take me a minute to set it up at the end, but do you guys want to learn like lamb kibbeh? Like a kibbeh? Usually you have to use a bulgur, but I would like to show you it with quinoa. So for those of you that want to eat gluten-free, you can. What do you think? Oh yeah, you're not alone, don't you worry. Yes, yes. Okay, so for this yogurt bread that's gonna come out, this is gonna be the za'atar, right? So now za'atar is like, absolutely, I love that. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little, so for those of you that just got here, and you'll watch the video, but we made a pine nut infused oil. Okay, I'm not gonna do it with the bulgur though, Annette, because I don't have bulgur. We don't really use a lot of that, but I was thinking I would make it with quinoa for you. All right, so I broke up this lamb a little bit, and I'm just gonna add, I'm swishing it around because there's some like nice graininess, but I'm gonna add like a teaspoon of this oil. Remember, it's got a lot of flavor, right? It's got that pine nut flavor. For anybody that has a nut allergy, you will just leave the pine nut oil out. The recipes don't have that in there, so I'll add it just to remind you. Now, all I'm doing is sort of mixing that oil into the lamb, right? And now we're gonna add the thyme. Now, I have this Middle Eastern, or I'm sorry, Mediterranean thyme here. My daughter got it for me when she was in Greece, and it's gonna be great because, you know, it's close to Turkey and all that stuff. It's kind of all the same in a lot of ways. Yeah. So we're gonna add this. Now, I am a big, let me see if I have this in my notes here for you guys. Oh, I'm gonna give you a baba ganoush recipe. You're gonna get the fattoush. All right, lamb kibbeh. Okay, white spelt, yogurt, ground lamb, the thyme mix. Okay, and sea salt. All right, so I don't have that here, but this is what I'm gonna do because I love it. Where did I put our salt? Oh, here's our salt. Do you guys remember if I put salt in here? I can't remember. I'm gonna put a little salt. Remember, real salt is my jam, right? We love real salt. And I'm gonna add a little bit of cardamom to this. I like the cardamom with the lamb. And then, not that this says it in here, and I'll try and remember to put it in the notes, but if I don't, you guys will have to remember. Do you guys see the lemon juice anywhere? Where did I put that lemon juice? Let me go back in here. Oh, it's right there. I see it. I'm just gonna add a little splash, I mean literally a splash of lemon juice. Are you guys having fun yet? This is so good. You know, I'm like so exhausted when I get home from work. It's been a very emotional day. And I was like, oh. And then when I get on here, I'm like, what was I even worried about? I just love being here so much. Oh yeah, you're gonna love these recipes. Now, this is ready to go. Now, you have two options. Some people will cook this before it gets put on the bread. Sorry guys, I just got an itch. Before you put it on the bread, and some people don't. For this, I'm in food hypnosis. I know, right? You're in a food coma and you don't even have food to be in a coma for. I wish you guys were here so badly. All right, so we're gonna use this and we're gonna use it raw because we're gonna cook it into the bread. So I'm gonna just check the bread now because I don't want it to get overly cooked. I want this to sort of cook into it. Yes, perfect. All right. Oh yeah, these are coming out nice. All right, so these are a little bit done. So what we're gonna do, you see them getting a little puffy? Can you see that tiny, tiny bit of puff? Just a little. They got a long way to go, but did you comfort the mean guy? Oh no, what, from the customer yet? No, he didn't come in today, him and his wife. Is starving me to death. I know, Joanne. I get it. I wish you guys were here. Thank you for all the love and taps. I just love it. And we try, for all our newbies out there, remember, we try and get to like 100,000. The last few lives, we got to 200,000, right? 200,000 likes, right? All right, so see, this is what I'm doing. It's just a little bit. Now, you have the option. You could actually... you don't want a lot of lamb on here. It's supposed to be like crumbled, almost the size of the thyme, but it's okay if it's not. We don't care because we're eating it. All this goes, thanks for tapping. Okay, so we're gonna put this on here. It's really supposed to be crumbled like that, but it's hard to do when it's raw, Sometimes I'll bake this. See, you can see it's starting to become bread. Sometimes I'll cook this and then I'll put it on, but I wanted to see, I'm doing it this way tonight. I don't know why. I just wanted to see what it was like. It's sort of like Middle Eastern pizza in a way. And then I'm going to show you shakshuka, which I just love. And we used to eat it for breakfast there. I'm going to show you that. All right, so that's it, you see? And then we're just going to continue baking this and then just have a lamb party. I mean, I have a lot of lamb here, so I might just throw it on. Because I don't want to waste it. But usually this is very broken up. I'm doing it a little quick. I don't even know why. We don't have to be this quick, but it's okay. You get the idea. But it should look like ground meat when it goes on. The names are another thing to learn. Yeah, and for me, I think when you look this stuff up, it's different everywhere. It's sort of like when you're making roast chicken or you're making a dish here, right? These are very comfort foods and very traditional foods, but every family makes them a certain way. So that's what happens. So when you see these done, you can say, oh, well, this person made it this way. And, I was in Saudi Arabia, and I was learning from Egyptians, Lebanese, and Syrian. So that's who taught me. So it was, you don't really know. So those of you who don't know me, I would never do this in my kitchen at work. I would step off the line. Okay, so now let me go run. What's this one called? Can you use turkey or chicken? Why not, Joni? Why not? So if you don't know me yet, I show you sort of base recipes, what I learned, but then you have to, Ahmadi, hello, now I'm worried if I'm making the food right, but you're following me, so that's a good thing. I'm making you the way that I learned it, but if you don't like to eat lamb, then use ground chicken or ground beef or ground lamb, turkey. Who cares? Whatever works for you works for me. I don't think about that. Hold on, I want to go get my quinoa. Give me 1 second. All right, I don't have any quinoa, but I have a little millet, which actually will work a little bit better like a bulgur. So we'll cook a little millet, just a little. Never had it. Thank you for the gifter badge, Copper. Thank you, you're so kind. Yeah, I mean, You know, the idea is that you eat clean food. That's it. Got to eat clean food. And then if it falls under that criteria, then you're good to go. So I'm going to cook a little millet, and I'm going to show you how I make kibbeh here. And instead of bulgur, you'll have a gluten-free option. Oh my God, that looks so good. I can't wait. I cannot wait to eat this food tonight. I don't think I can eat it tonight. It's too heavy, but all right, this is a 1/4 cup. I would love to try the lamb. What would be the best way to try it for the first time? What, lamb? I mean, any of these dishes to me would probably be the best way, because you're eating it from a culture that lamb is like chicken is to us, right? Their culture loves lamb first. Indian food, you know, their cultures use lamb as their sort of main protein. So that's how I would want to eat lamb for the first time. All right, so that was a 1/4 cup. So we're gonna put in a 1/2 cup of water, and we're just gonna have to watch it. And then this is gonna be, we're gonna use this to make our kibbeh, which is very unusual to do, but who cares? Because it's our food and we're just making it. All right, so I'm gonna put this on the stove. Now, where are we at? I wanna show you, this is our lamb capsa. See how pretty it is? Now, what I would do with this dish before it went on a table is I would take my beautiful parsley, and this is what we're gonna do now. Oh, thank you for my potato in Paris. All right, so now I'm gonna just chop up. I'm gonna leave it in the pot for now, but when it's time, when it's time to serve this, I'm gonna sprinkle it with some parsley. We'll put a little on it now so it looks pretty. But see how pretty that is? This smells so freaking delicious. I wish that I could send this to every one of you right now. I do, I really do. All right, so now we have our millet going. We'll use this with the rest of our ground lamb when that millet cooks. But I'm gonna show you how I make this. I do have to bring my Cuisinart out, so let me make space. And then we're gonna make our sauces and our salads. You guys, can you stay a little late tonight? Is it okay if we stay a little later? That way we can, because I still have to make our salad for you, but that goes super fast. And I want to show you all the finished product. Okay, we'll put this over here. Oh, and I gotta make the shashuka. We're just having so much fun tonight. Okay, good, that's a sure, I love that. All right, so now I'm gonna go grab, let me go grab the Cuisinart, it's right around the corner. Okay, I'm coming back. All right. I want to blend I'm going to blend our pine nuts, and we're going to add them to the lamb. So here's our cooked pine nuts from earlier tonight. Will you be posting these recipes? Yeah, they're going to get emailed, right? So make sure, so I'm going to put about half of those pine nuts in. All right, that's it. That's all we needed that for. Oh, sorry, puppy. This is going to be our kibbeh. How do you get my email? So you are going to email me at chefliz@theorganicfoodmovement.com, and then you will be on the subscriber list, and I will send you all the recipes. So if you are a subscriber, and I will ask you if I can't find you on my subscriber list. Thank you, Katie. If I can't find you on the subscriber list, I'll say, hey, what's your TikTok? So I can look you up to make sure it's fair. You know, we're fair. All right, so see, I added those. And then we're gonna chop up some mint, which I just had out. Oh, I put it with these things. Here we go. All right, let's check our breads. Oh my God, you guys ready? Oh yeah, please pin the email. Look. OMG. That's crazy delicious. They need a little bit more time. I just use regular mint, whatever you get in a grocery store. I don't mess around. I mean, if you like chocolate mint or, you know, whatever, spearmint, I don't really think it much matters, to be honest. I don't lose my mind about mint, but this is pretty much general organic mint. Can you guys see what I'm cutting? Oh, there we go. So I'm chopping up the mint. It's going in here. This is our kibbeh. I didn't think I was gonna make kibbeh tonight. I'm so excited. And then I'm gonna add our salt. And then our favorite spices, again. Where is... Okay, I have my cardamom, so I'm gonna add cumin. I would add my coriander, but of course I don't have it. I'm ridiculous. Can't believe I don't have... It's driving me crazy. No idea. That's just like a staple in my kitchen. I'm learning so many new things about food. I'm so glad, Joni. You know, Wednesday morning at 7:30, I do a kitchen pharmacy class. So we learn about food and healing. And I think I'm gonna focus on aloe, because I think if you guys know about aloe and you know you're dealing with acidity or inflammation, to have a couple of hardcore juices that you can make. And I'm gonna teach you how to make, what is that called? A hand sanitizer with aloe. So that you can make your own. I'm very sick, I'm terminal. I would love to eat better. Joni, you need me. I want you to tell me what's going on in my email. I have a few people ahead of you. It takes me a little time to sort of connect with your story. And once I do, Katie's on here. I've been helping her and she's had a lot of success. But I want to help you. I will help you. Hello, love. So we got you. At least you'll feel better. And let me tell you something. The human body is capable of healing. You just have to have the tools. And that's what we do. Okay, so here we go. So we have all our flavors in here. Now we're just gonna wait for the millet and we'll mix this up and I'll show you a beautiful kibbeh. Now, let me put a little glove on and we'll mix this up. Lamb kibbeh, right? So we have cumin, coriander. Oh, I need a pinch of cinnamon. And remember, my favorite is Vietnamese cinnamon. Here it is. Do I have it backwards or is it straight up? Can you read that? I love cinnamon and lamb. Oy, so delicious. Sorry, my son was on. No worries. Oh my God, I'm thinking lamb meatballs. I'm Italian, of course I went there. No, but you know what? But that's exactly it, Joni. These are Arabic meatballs, Middle Eastern meatballs, right? They call them kibbeh. They're shaped like a little football, but it's their version of a meatball. Exactly. Isn't that great? It's so amazing. When you think about that, like the capsa that I showed you before, that's their chicken and rice. That's their culture's chicken and rice. See, everybody's the same. We're all the same. We're all the same. All right, now, so this is ready, except for, traditionally, this is bulgur, I'm not using that because that's wheat based. So we're gonna wait for the millet and mix it in, but honestly, you don't really need that. Yes, Copper, that is true. I cannot say that on here though. All right, so here we go. We're waiting for that. We got our millet. Let's check our breads one more time. I think they are ready. Yes, this is ready. So beautiful. So now, where can we, we're gonna put these up here. But before I rest them up here to try, I wanna chop up a little bit more mint for that. And then we're gonna make our salad. And then we have one more, don't we have one more dish? Oh, I wanna show you the shakshuka. And then we're good. Then we're gonna make our salad and we'll put all our plates out. And look how pretty we made. Another wonderful night. So I like the flavor of mint. If you want, you can add a little parsley to cool that flavor down a little bit. Right? And now you have this fresh herb right before you serve it. Yep, we're gonna do those pinto beans right now. Look how pretty. OMG. I love this. All right, so that's the bread. Za'atar. That's the spice. They call it the bread too. All right, next. Let's do shakshuka. Now, all you need for this is a little onion. And then we're gonna do our salad. But for this dish, this is a traditional, I learned it as a traditional breakfast dish. We're gonna really cut our onion very small. Nice and small. And then we're gonna cut our tomato. Now remember, we also have our pine nut oil. We don't need a lot of tomato, and we're gonna use the rest of our tomato for our salad. Okay, I'm gonna leave that tomato for salad in a minute. And we're gonna cut this just as small. I mean, the flavors here are so wonderful. What's the boo? Booze. What's that? I really appreciate everybody's input. This is a great group. Oh yeah, this is a sisterhood with some brothers. If Tyler's still here, he's one of our main. And Classy Sassy and Anthony comes in here. We have a bunch of boys coming too. All right, now that's it. Now we're gonna saute this. And remember, we're gonna use our pine oil. All right, so here is our millet. You see how it's cracked in there? It's a little done, but I'm gonna add one little bit. It's so hard to cook such a little bit of millet, but we're gonna try. And then I'm gonna move this and we're gonna saute oh no, I have this out, hold on. We're gonna use our little pans. You guys ready? Let me bring you over here. All right. Sorry, apparently my child typed something while I wasn't watching. Did he type anything crazy? I don't know. All right, so here we go. We're gonna put this on and we're gonna use our little bit of pine nut oil. Just a little. add our tomato and onion. And then, so this dish is made with fool. They call it fool. The Middle Eastern name for this particular bean that goes in this dish is fool. And this is the closest bean that reminds me of fool. Oh, that's why you wrote the booze? Oh, I got okay, I got it. I'm a little slow. Okay, so we're gonna open this can, and once this starts to break down, we're gonna break these beans down too. Hey, listen, my kid is here too, usually eye rolling and all the rest of the nonsense. So it's only fair that we have the other kids around. All right, I'm just gonna drain this. Now, let's get our other pan ready to start with our shawarma. So for this, it's cinnamon. It's our favorite, right? So we're gonna do cinnamon, all these spices. Our coriander, cinnamon, a little bit of cardamom, and our ground cumin. Which is like, you know, the best. Okay, now as this breaks down, we are going to add in our beans. Yeah, I'm big on the flavor. I do like to eat simply, but I do try and do a lot of good flavor foods. Okay, so now this kind of gets nice and saucy and tomatoey, and I think I'm gonna add a little bit more tomato to this. Where's my knife? Oh, here it is. We're gonna just let this cook down a little bit. Now, if you were making breakfast, which is what we do with this, but I've served it, I don't know if you guys saw the video that I made to advertise this, to promote this, but there was shashuka in the pan. Hi, everybody, welcome. If you've never been here before, my name is Chef Liz. I didn't even realize we have like 300 people watching us right now. We have, I'm Chef Liz. I'm working from home today for our subscriber only Middle Eastern class. And all my food is certified organic. I love teaching organic, whole, clean foods, comfort foods. And I like to go around the world and teach you what I've learned in terms of comfort food from all over. We learned soups, and we're always around. So if you are joining tonight and you have become a subscriber tonight, I think it's like $3, and you send me your email, I will send you the videos to this class, and also, and I think my email is pinned. I will send you the videos and all the recipes. And even if you subscribe tonight, you'll get the recipes since we started in December. I'm kind of late to the TikTok party. Now, and any equipment that you see or hard to find ingredients, I post on my my Facebook page. Oh, my book of, no, that's not where I post it. I post it on my website, the Organic Food Movement, and my Kitchen Essentials page. So it has this wonderful chopping thing, and you'll just see my favorite equipment, knives. I don't promote anything that I don't cook with. I have my cast iron. You'll see the pots I use, the knives I use. Hard to get ingredients, some vitamins that I love. So you'll get all of that. So this is what we want to do, right? So we make this. I want to just taste it and make sure the flavor's correct. And this goes on a big plate, and then we fry some eggs. But this is how I'll show you. It's a wonderful way. You know, we talked about food combining the other night, remember? So this is a wonderful way to get rid of the toast and go to a complex carb that's easier to digest than a processed piece of toast or potato. You still have to do it in you still have to do it so that the ratio is correct, but it would work for eating beans and stuff. Now also, Arabic bread, which is similar to a tortilla, but not really, or you can use our breads that we made up here, which are awesome. Oh my God, I cannot wait to taste those. All right, and then I'm gonna add a little of our oil so I can fry. I want to fry an egg to put over this. So I have these little pans. You know how much I love these. This makes it look so cool. Like if you're having friends over and you're doing a brunch, you could just do this, watch. Our little shakshuka pan. We do put them in there. Hi buddies, you're not getting any food today. So you can just forget it. Just forget it. We're just gonna fry this egg. This smells so good, I'm losing my mind. I wish it wasn't so late at night. I would eat this right now. But isn't that fun? Holy moly, refrigerator. Oh, yes. And I have to tell you, a lot of people, they buy that as like a Sub-Zero or a Thermidor, and they spend tens of thousands of dollars. Yes, do you see them? They're waiting desperately for a morsel. And I didn't even I spent under $4,000 for each. Isn't that crazy? They're Electrolux. They're bigger, and they had a better customer reviews. Oh. So we're just gonna let these just cook a little bit more. And then we're gonna lay it right on top. How cool is that? That's beautiful. Okay, so we have 2 more recipes. You guys ready? Just 2 more, and then we can look at all our beautiful food that we made, which I'm very excited to do. So now let's, I'm gonna get this pan a little hot while we're waiting. Can I put this over here so it doesn't? Ouch. Oh, here, I could do it this way. I just want to cook those a little faster. Boy, I'm so hungry. I made potato cheese soup today. Wasn't filling no protein. I know, I hear you. But isn't this great? I can't wait to start making it. I know, right? These are just, you see how fast? I mean, if you think about it, these go so fast. They're not hard recipes to do. And this is, comfort food from around the world, which I find exciting and wonderful. And, with this, you serve a piece of like feta cheese or goat cheese with it. But remember, you got to be careful because you don't want to go too far and get inflammation. I want to try the beans. Oh yeah, the beans are great. The beans are so good. Can you imagine starting your day like this? A nice piece of protein, a very, sort of rare egg. Look, watch. Can you go into the nut oils info? I know you were eliminating from your kitchen. Oh, okay. So what I did is I took olive oil here right before I started. It was the first thing I did for cooking. And I cooked the pine nuts. Can you see how they're toasted? They're sort of toasted in the olive oil. And I toasted them and made the oil, and I've been cooking with that oil all day, all night. So it's all of this food is infused with the olive oil. I know, it's so delicious, right? Look at how beautiful that is. All right, so now we made those. We're gonna put them over here in the corner. And now we're gonna put this on now. We're gonna get our shawarma ready. I'm gonna cook it back here. I'm gonna have to put my fan on. I know it looks so pretty, doesn't it? I love that. And then we're going to, while we're waiting for that to heat up, I just wanna mix. Let me bring you back over here. Kitchen, we just made a disaster in this kitchen, but it's so fun. All right, hold on. Let me just, oh my God, and we have 67,000 likes. We have to get to 100. That's the goal. I think for these kind of classes, I think that's doable. All right, so now I'm just gonna blend up. This has our pine nuts in it that we toasted, and for this, I'm just gonna kind of blend up the millet. So for our for the what do you call it? The oh my God, the kibbeh, the lamb kibbeh. I am making it gluten-free, and I cooked a little bit of millet. You could cook quinoa if you want. But I'm going to ground this up. That's it. That's all we need. We're going to grind this up, and it will sort of help make a dough for the kibbeh. Thank you, Lisa. All right. And this is going to create our kibbeh dough. Now, normally we would use bulgur, which is fine. You could still use the bulgur, but what I love about using the kibbeh is now if you need to be gluten-free and you don't want to compromise the flavor, this will work. This will totally work. Millet is gluten-free. It's birdseed. I missed my beautiful 2025. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, so here. This is going to be our kibbeh. So in here is a tiny bit of lemon juice. There's ground pine nuts, toasted. Good night. What's the brand of your processor? Oh, it's a RoboCoupe. Hey. Stop it. It's like having kids here. They're crazy. All right, see? So this is gonna work out wonderfully. And we're gonna bake these. So watch how fast I make them. They're not hard to make. Hold on, let me get a paper. Come on, you guys, stop being bad. So bad tonight. Use this. Okay, so these are fast. We're gonna make tiny little footballs. tiny little footballs. And then we're gonna make 2 sauces. It's gonna be a little later this class. I hope nobody minds. My dogs are doing the same thing. I know they're jumping around like maniacs. So watch. You take a little bit, and that's it. Like a little tiny football. Simple. And then we're gonna bake them. They take like 9 minutes to bake. Oh, now they're calm. Oh. Get out of that bag. I have a little garbage bag. Instead of throwing it all in the sink, I'm throwing it in a little garbage bag. And they are just like surrounding it. Okay, the longer the better. All right, thank you. See, that's it. Look how nice. I know, where are all of you guys? Thank you, ER. I appreciate all those roses. That's so sweet. And all the follows. Look, we have 74,000 likes already. There's 350 people. That's so awesome. Here we go. I mean, you want to try and get them to be a little bit the same. They're mint. Hey, from Houston. All right, so you guys are a little bit behind me. North Carolina. Hello, Lisa. I'm going to be in North Carolina in February. If you find a place for me to go, I will come and cook, and we could do a live there. And then you can have all the food. New Jersey, Maryland, yay. Not too far from me. Cold Dairy State. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Let me tell you, I'm sure my house smells, for me, so delicious. I think the dogs are swarming, waiting for a morsel to drop. You see, I'm just making sort of little footballs. They cook evenly, they cook nice. I mean, these are delicious. Florida, very cold. Wisconsin. Oy, oy, oy. It's cold in Wisconsin. It is cold in Wisconsin, for sure. You guys got a lot of snow? The whole country got snow except for New York. Well, from where I am. Usually we get a ton of snow. Okay, that's it. You see that? That's like done. I mean, could you do these with turkey? You probably could. Beef, turkey, chicken. I mean, you'd have to try it, adjust the flavors. I don't know how I would like cinnamon, though, with like a turkey. Maybe with turkey, but I don't know how I'd feel about cinnamon and chicken. That might be a little weird. All right, so let's get these in the oven, right? Look how fast we did those. Pretty fast. So I have a 350 oven. I'm going to bring you guys back over here. Let's grill the shawarma. Now, traditionally, when you make shawarma, it is served with like pickled turnips. Can you see that back there? Can you see that pan? Yes. I got to leave it back there because I'm grilling, and if I don't, the smoke will fill up the house. Hey! Go lay down. Everybody go lay down. Hey, Ron. I mean, they're killing each other. All right. So, can you guys see what's happening? All right. I'm going to, so traditionally, once again, I would serve these overnight, marinate them overnight if you know you're going to cook them. I don't add anything to the pan because there's so much yogurt. I want to kind of dry grill these. And then traditionally, these come right off the stove. They go in Arabic bread. They're served with like 3 sort of French fries. You know those like steak fries that, you know, the old style like steak fry, they're big and thick. They put those on them. Garlic mayo, which we're gonna do in a minute. Well, they don't use garlic mayo there, but the Lebanese do. And this is traditionally a Lebanese dish. So we're going to use the garlic and make a mayo with it. And then it's served with, thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all that love. Look at all that love. So these are going to grill. And then it's, again, like it's served with pickled turnips. And how long in the oven? Oh, the kibbeh? The kibbeh's going to go about probably 11 minutes. I didn't put on a thing. I'm gonna turn on, okay, I have it on now. All right, so while these are grilling, let me teach you the salad. So let's talk about the salad. Traditionally, there's a couple of kinds of salads that you can make with, Middle Eastern food. One of them is a tabbouleh. I never saw grapes. I saw dates. I saw a lot of dates in the Middle East. I would eat. So my lunch was a couple of dates, a shawarma chicken sandwich, and a mango juice. Mango juice with fresh mangoes, frozen, blended. You subscribed, DR? Thank you so much. Welcome. Don't forget to email me, Chef Liz at the Organic Food Movement, so that you can get all of the recipes. And I need your TikTok name so when I make sure, because I notice there's a lot of people in here tonight, and you have to be a subscriber to get the recipes and the videos. Okay, now let us move along. I have 3 more things to show you, and then we'll put all our food out. So traditionally, there's a few salads that I loved. One of them was, and you can follow us, obviously follow us at the Organic Food Movement here on TikTok. We also have the Book of Face. That is, once we hit 500, it's going to be like $10 a month, and we're going to get busy in there. Right now, there's still time to get in there before it costs any money. And it's the Organic Food Movement, but you must put your email there. You have to sign up with your email so that I have that and I can find you if we lose TikTok. So that's going to be where we do a lot of our live cooking classes. We're going to have Zoom calls. I help you set up your pantry. You have a total access to me there. I'm there every day chatting. I help you make meal plans for any issues that you're having. It's pretty active in there. We have a really great support meal plans for any issues that you're having. It's pretty active in there. We have meal plans for any issues that you're having. It's pretty active in there. We have a really great, supportive, wonderful. You guys are. Did I lose you guys for a second? Sorry about that. Okay, we're going to turn these. I was just chatting away. I don't think anybody heard me. See, we're gonna let that yogurt kind of spill out, and these are gonna start to like brown up. I love this. I think I have this Cuisinart. This is a Le Creuset grill. I love that grill. That's a birthday present, or if you really want to splurge. Oh no, it's not $10 for you. You're already on Facebook. I'm saying when I hit 500 subscribers, I'm gonna start charging $10 a month to be on there. I think I probably won't. I said I was gonna do that when it was at 300, and I never did it. I don't know what I'm up to. We'll see. Maybe I'll just sell my cookbook. That's easy. With the Organic Food Movement on FB. That's it. Make sure you put it on. Yeah, if you're on Facebook, you're free already forever. I'm never going to charge you. You can subscribe on Facebook. You can do that, but you have to go through a funnel to do it. I'm not good at all that. It's too much work. Whatever. Don't worry about it. Just join us so that you can find us and you have access to all the recipes except these. It's nice. Okay, so let's do this. So there's 3 ways that I look at this dish, and I'm just gonna do it one way and then give you all the options of, thank you, Joni. And I'm gonna give you all the options of how you make this salad. It is a parsley-based salad. I'm gonna do the fattoush one, but you could change this and make tabbouleh. You could change this, thank you, and make cauliflower tabbouleh. But I'm gonna show you the base, and then we'll talk about the add-ons and the moving around and what you can do. I hear it sizzling in the back. All right, so first things first, we're gonna chop up, this is cilantro. We're gonna chop up I'm not gonna make all of this because I really don't need all of this, and I can juice this tomorrow. And maybe we'll save this and we'll juice and work with aloe this week. Hold on, I have one more. Okay, that's it. That's all we need. Okay. So, this is all washed and dried. We have 90 subscribers? Oh my God, do you think we could get to 100? Let's get to 100 tonight. The only thing is, what happens if we're gone? I don't understand that. Well, anyway, listen, if you subscribe tonight and we're not here next Monday, you're gonna get all of my videos, and then maybe what I'll do is I'll find a place. Oh, we'll do a YouTube live, and I'll make a subscriber there, and it can just be free for you guys. How about I do that? And we'll move us over there. And as long as I have your email, I can get you, I'll be able to find you, okay? And I'm sure we'll still be able to do a live next week. So do it. Let's go. 10 more. That's all we need. What do they call that? A subwave? Boop, boop. Subtrain? 10. It's only $3. And then tonight you get all these recipes. And you get an email from yours truly. I'm so fun. Okay, I need more of this. Hold on. I put it away. Arabic salad is traditionally made with parsley. It's the #1 ingredient. It's a parsley base. And if you think about it, it's a great way to create, and I don't like to make it so fine that you can't see it's parsley, so we do it like this. Yay, Kim, yay! We have 84,000 likes, 85,000 likes. We are on fire tonight. This is awesome. All right, so now, I don't think our subs can chat. That's the thing. We have all these people on here, but I mustn't have made it. I couldn't find the place where it said sub only, and you could and you know they only had a minute. I don't know what I did, but they can't talk to us, which is kind of not fun. Although maybe if there's glove police, then we're happy. All right, here we go. We're just gonna turn these over. See how pretty they are? And these are the boneless, skinless, organic chicken thighs, which I love because they're nice and juicy. But you could do this with chicken breast too. It said email not found. What's the email? It's Chef Liz at theorganicfoodmovement.com. That's my email. Here's, look at this. That's our capsa. I'm going to show you all this food when we're all done. Okay, so now, the fattoush. 91! Holy moly, let's go! That's to your email, from your email address? All right, ER, can you then just DM me with your email, and I will find you. It might take me a day or two, but I'll find you if you can't get on. Just DM me from here. All right, so this is our parsley. So this is primarily a parsley salad. Fattoush, tabbouleh, all of those things are really, and you, oh yeah, you can email me from my profile. Welcome. You guys are gonna have a great time here. All of, you can find like all of my kitchen essentials, everything. I don't sell anything that I don't use in my kitchen. It's all my stuff, all the stuff I use, my knives, special, ingredients, hard to find, organic ingredients are on there. Everything that you see on that, I have, I work with. So that's on my website, theorganicfoodmovement.com. and my kitchen essentials page. So like I think I even have that Le Creuset grill pan, which I don't know how anybody can live without. Thank you. I don't know how you can live without that pan. It's the best. All right, those are ready. You see? They're nice and crispy and they're ready to go. I mean, I'd like to have the grill marks, but I think the yogurt kind of was a little too soupy, but they look great. I'm gonna shut that off. I'm gonna keep this on here, keep that hot. We have our shakshuka, our other beans. We have our bread in the corner. Let me take that bread over here. Remember the za'atar with the lamb and the yogurt bread? Look at these bad boys. 61 members of the team. Woohoo! I love you guys. What are they? I missed the beginning when you said what this was. These are like a yogurt and flour bread, and then they have like the ground lamb. We are having a magical night. Okay, so then you do a little bit of lettuce. You don't need a lot. I think our kib is ready. Ooh, thank you for my team bracelet. Hold on, let's check. Oh my God, they're beautiful. You ready? They're cooked right through. Look, that's our kibbeh. We can easily get to 100. Hello, Caesar. Thank you for the follow. Okay, good. It said send. Good. So these are our kibbeh. We're done. Wow, we have all this yummy food. And then we have one more thing to do in here. Okay, so now, remember, this is a parsley salad, right? We want the base to be parsley. We're gonna add a little bit of lettuce. I'm only gonna use half. You wanna cut it really, really fine. Because the fun of having this salad is to almost eat it, like I like eating this salad with a spoon, believe it or not. It's so yummy and delicious. I mean, wait till you see the dressing that we make with this. And of course, you know what the flavors are gonna be, right? Oh, thank you, Copper. That is the sweetest thing to hear. I wish you guys were all here. There's gotta be a way that we can do that. Like rent out a hotel in the middle of the country, have a giant cooking weekend where I teach you. I know that oil, right? It's unbelievable. And then we just sit and eat all night, and I just do like one giant food festival, cooking live, crazy. You know, I could put that event together easy. That's what I do. You guys know that, right? Like when I'm not doing all of these things and Girl Scouts and cooking, we cater weddings, parties. Wait till you see. Now that you guys know me, you are gonna be around for all of this. I'm doing this big wedding in some big castle in Connecticut. We cater up to like 400 people. It's crazy. And it's all high end, like this kind of food. Weddings. So what I do with all of this is like I sit down with you. I travel all over. I'd go to Connecticut. I'm a New Englander. See, you're not too far. You should come. Take a road trip. What I do is I sit down with my catering clients and I create the menu from their journey. What are they looking for? How do they see their party? And I create every party that we do is different. It's really fun. I have a little squirrel at the bottom of my feet. Desperate for a morsel. Okay, so then we put this in. Now, fattoush So this is for me, these are my base. Oh, there go the tomatoes. They're gonna have tomatoes. This is sort of my base, right? I believe that, Texas. I'm not fighting that. This is how I do my base for tabbouleh, for cauliflower tabbouleh, for fattoush, all the same. It's, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm freezing. So it's lettuce, parsley, tomato. Now we're gonna dice up a cucumber, nice and small. I made this tomato a little bit too big. Usually, let me show you, because I'm kind of rushing. I don't want you guys to miss any of this. It's getting late. But usually, and then, hold please. I'll cut these up nice and small because I like this to be a small sort of like chopped yummy salad, right? Now, if you were gonna do tabbouleh, you would put couscous or a bulgur. No, couscous it would be, right? You would reconstitute couscous and hey, go lay down. Go lay down. Nope. All right, I'm sorry, guys. Tomato. So, and then also, I don't want to put it in, but I wanted to show you. You could chop up. Are you taking this food for your employees? Oh yeah, for sure. Well, no, hubby's not eating any of this. He will not. He might eat that yogurt bread, and that's it. And the shawarma. He might eat the chicken, but I'm gonna save a little of this for me. Because this is my jam. But there's no way I could eat all this. So tomorrow morning, the shakshuka, all that stuff will be at work. I brought home some chopped peppers. I don't want them in my salad, but for fattoush, you could put them in here. Got it? I just wanted you to see it. Oh, you're in SA. What's SA? What's SA? No, get the dogs, hubby. Oh, gosh. I think he's sleeping. I haven't heard him stir. Okay, so now we're going to do our cucumber. Where? Oh, San Antonio. Okay, got it. I was like, is that a state? I'm missing a state. Okay, so I'm not going to peel all the peel off, because it's certified organic and peels are important. Hey, buddy. Hello, love. Hello, lovey dog. Oh my God, this cucumber smells delicious. And then we're gonna cut this cucumber nice and small. To me, again, tabbouleh, fattoush, they're all kind of the same to me. Now, what you could do, if you were making this as a tabbouleh, what you could do is if you wanted it to be gluten-free, you could use millet like I did. Or you could make cauliflower. You could do riced cauliflower. Chop up your cauliflower in a Cuisinart, grate it on a grater, and put it in this dish and make a cauliflower tabbouleh. Right? Doesn't that sound delicious? But for me tonight, I want to show you fattoush. And there's one little tiny difference. And I don't think I'm going to put it in the salad, but I want to show you. So I brought these home today because I wanted you to see them. If anybody's gluten-free, these are bee-free, gluten-free pita pockets. They toast wonderful. It's a one and done. Once you open the package, you could probably freeze them, but you probably want to eat six pita breads pretty quick. So it's not something like you could open and store in a cool, dry place away from sunlight, once open, store in an airtight container and use within 4 days. Sort of. But my daughter and I, when we make that hummus plate, this is what we warm. We warm them and eat them. But if you were going to serve this, when you serve this fattoush, you would make like triangle pita chips, sort of, toast them in the oven, and right before you put this on the table for service, you would mix those tortillas into the fattoush. I mean, delicious. So good. I'm not doing that tonight because A, it'll just be a mess tomorrow, and B, I have nobody here to eat that with me, so it would be silly to do and very wasteful. So, and this, I'm gonna just make the dressing on the side because there's so much salad here that if I bring it to work tomorrow, it won't last. So this is our salad. We're gonna mix this up. And remember, it's a parsley salad. That's the base. Look at that. I mean, what I love about this is think about all the food we have behind us. Thank you for everything, chef, and your time. Oh, I know, I'm having so much fun. Oh, that brand is called Be Free. Is that what you're talking about? I chopped a cucumber. Be Free, gluten-free, stone-baked pita pockets. This line of breads is actually delicious. Okay, we are in good shape. We have I want to make you the sauces and the dressing for this, and then we're kind of done. Look at this beautiful salad. I love this, look. I know, me too, Christina. Look how pretty. So amazing, right? I love this. Okay, now, you could add a little white onion to this if you wanted. I would add a tiny, tiny bit. Like, look, almost shredded to nothing. A minced tiny bit of onion. The other thing that I would put in here is a little cilantro. And some mint would be the last part of this salad I would do. And then I'm going to show you a couple of different sauces for all of this food, and then we're going to look at it all. Right? Right in there. Now, look at that beautiful food. I mean, this smells so good. 100,000! Woohoo! I know, it's so beautiful. I mean, you could put the whole box of mint in if you wanted to. It's up to you. I mean, you're cooking for you. Okay, now, you know me, I gotta clean up a little bit. Give me a second. We are gonna now, I want to blend all of our, all of our beautiful sauces, okay? I want to take you through that. We're gonna do 3. And then we'll put all the food out and you can see what we made. Because it's all on my stove. Look. Beautiful. Just beautiful. And you know, you're gonna have, if you like hummus, you can make hummus and you can make a giant spread. Oh, you guys are awesome. I can't even believe it. This is awesome. I feel like we need to come and help you clean. It actually isn't that bad. It looks worse than it is. Okay, so now let's do a couple of quick sauces. Oh, we got the garlic mayo. Let me get out the mayo. Hold, please. Oh, good. We've got this. I want to show you something too. Remember last week when we made Mexican food? Look, I stored my guacamole in this jar, in a mason jar, and it's still delicious. Look, it's still good. It's not old. It's still unbelievably yummy. Mason jars. That's how I store all my food now. Okay. Garlic mayo, yogurt, mint, and our fattoush dressing. You ready? Are you ready? Okay. For our fattoush, it's about a cup of oil. Isn't a mason jar tip perfect guacamole? I know, right? And then we're gonna do, so it's a cup of oil and then a half a cup, did I do a cup? Yep. And then a half a cup of lemon. Cinnamon. The only thing I don't have today is, you guys all know, I don't have my coriander. So this dressing has to have coriander. So you're gonna put about a teaspoon of cinnamon in there, a pinch of cumin, and then when I go to my shop tomorrow, when we finish the dressing, we will add the coriander. Yeah, this is a single sourced organic olive oil. Beautiful. All right. Hold on. I'm gonna get a little bowl and we'll mix some of the dressing into the salad. I'm sorry, but I would eat this all day long. You don't use, thanks, you people keep saying don't cook with it's just dressing. Yum, yes. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but you guys just yap amongst yourselves because half the time I'm missing what you're saying. Okay, so that's that dressing. Then we're gonna make a little yogurt mint sauce. Very simple. Very, very, very simple. And we don't need a lot. Right? It's the end of our yogurt. And then this. Now, this is where I'm like, it's terrible to say, but F not using garlic. I'm using garlic here. Garlic powder, organic garlic powder, lemon juice, a little salt, and the most important ingredient is the end of our mint. That smells so good. I like it minty. If you wanted to, you could add a little cucumber to this and it would almost be tzatziki, right? Simple. I mean, this is so quick and delicious. Again, remember, Cheryl, how we talked? I know, fresh herbs, right? So important. You never see me use that many fresh herbs. But this, you know, because we're not cooking it, it just works so much better. Now, you could put fresh garlic in this too if you wanted to, but I don't like that flavor. I would rather, I don't like that like little nub of fresh garlic kind of sitting on my tongue. All right. So there's that, right? Avocado oils for high heat cooking, I believe up to 450, and olive oil for dressings. Copper, we blend our oils at work. I do like using olive oil for cooking more than avocado. I don't know why. I just do. I never have an issue with any of it. I just won't use a seed oil to cook, ever. That I can't handle. I just, bleh. Yeah, that's how I do it. Half and half, 1 to 1. It works perfectly. Okay, you guys ready? We're gonna plate everything. I think I have one more. What did we say? One more. Oh, I gotta show you the garlic mayo. Oh, this is for the shawarma. Now the shawarma, that should come off the grill right into Arabic bread or pita bread or tortilla wrap. Anything that you have, and I would be putting that right in there. Never heard of that. I use blended oils as well. I blend them myself. I don't buy them blended. I buy organic, especially for my shop too. I buy organic olive and organic avocado, and we blend them in-house because I don't want blended oil from a source I have no idea. That just doesn't work. That does not work for me because I can't. I've never seen a single source blended oil like that. Okay, let me move this out of our way. I want to just clean my space a little bit. We're gonna make our last sauce, and then I want to plate everything and show you all of the food. I am so excited for all of you that have been watching tonight that haven't been able to chat and ask questions. You can get to the Book of Face and ask me all the questions that you want, or you can email me. The only thing I won't do is like send recipes and all that, but you can certainly chat with me and talk to me. And there's plenty of recipes on the Book of Face. And all of you that have hung here and haven't been able to chat, I'm very grateful that you did. I think that's so awesome and wonderful, and thank you for all the love and support. It really means a lot. And I hope you kind of get my vibe of being organic, clean, yummy, good, healthy food. Okay, so here is what we've done. Oh, hold on, I gotta get my step stool. Can you guys hear me? I'm running around the kitchen. Okay. We're gonna make our yogurt mint sauce in garlic sauce in 1 minute. All right, let's see. Where did we put our salad? Here it is. Here is our kibbeh. Oh my God, look how beautiful. Can you see? Is it still frozen? It shouldn't be, right? Okay, good. Hold on. So there's no dressing on this, so we could lay these out. Look how pretty that looks. Can you see that? Wait, do I have this right? Look. So beautiful. Right? So that's our kibbeh. Oh, let's put this up here. Now, here's our yogurt bread. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh. Our shakshuka. That's for the morning after our big feast. And then hold on. Oh yeah. You know, I'm also thinking I might, my husband still goes out and sees his buddies from work. So I'm wondering, I might send him down because a lot of them watch our lives. They're totally in and huge foodies. So they might really appreciate it. Okay. Oh my gosh, you can't even imagine how delicious this smells. Can't imagine. So if you guys look at how pretty this is. And then our last dish of the night, we'll put a little salad. Oh my God, the worst part about this is that nobody's here to eat it. Are you guys ready to see this beautiful plate? Come on, look at that. That pan that I use to make is actually a Master Chef. Where did I get it? I got it as a gift actually from a woman that I did a cooking class for more than 20 years ago. And when I was done cooking and teaching her for a week, she paid me and then handed me a brand new pot. But I can put that on, if you want, I can find that exact pot and put it out there. The chicken I have to do as my first dish. I mean, hold on, hold that. Let me show you how we make that sauce. The sauce to this, you have to do the garlic sauce. You have to. You don't really even need the bread, honestly. You really don't. I know. So every night after I'd get home from work, I would get this, some kibbeh, the salad, and I would, some of the Arabic bread, and that's how I was fed at the end of my day in Saudi Arabia after I finished cooking for the day. That's not going to work. All right, here we go. So we're gonna take a little bit of mayonnaise. This is Vegenaise because I don't really have any other mayonnaise in my house. Now watch. Finally, I'm gonna use fresh garlic. And you want a lot of garlic. This is a big garlicky thing that you do. And a little salt. That's it. This is it. This is it. I'm gonna mix that together, and this is how you're gonna serve your shawarma. 115,000 likes. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right, my loves. Who's coming over? I need somebody to come and just lose their minds in this food with me. And let's just get into a food coma. That's it. This is what I love right here. All this incredibly beautiful, delicious food. And you notice it's kind of nice. It looks amazing, right? Absolutely beautiful. Thank you. It feels like that. This is my passion, you know, and what's beautiful about this is it's organic, it's clean. 3.5 hours, I will wait up for you. It's beautiful, it's clean, organic, whole comfort foods. That's what we love. Just comfort food, right here. And what I love about this is it's very easy to make. It lasts. It's wonderful. I love that you get on here and show us how to cook clean and healthy. I mean, really, hey, relax, pal. Hey, Ron, can you take care of the puppy dog? I think he wants to go out. What's really important is that you can make this food very greasy and fatty and heavy and with, you know, garbage ingredients. You could do that. But what's the point? Now, you see all that food, plus we have all this food over here. I just want to show you this. And I want to talk about the dollar amount. Look at all this food. You could probably feed a good 10 people with the amount of food that we made tonight. And I'm going to tell you that I spent about $85. Now, of course, I had my oil. Chef, you're the best I've ever run across. You are so efficient and speedy. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. It's been fun, right? Did you guys have a good time? I have all the recipes already. I'm going to go sit down. I just have to put in the sauces for you guys. But everything else is here. I don't think I put down like fry an egg and put it on the shakshuka. In fact, I don't have that recipe there. I'll put it in there. Have a wonderful night. I know, right? Organic food. It's clean. Good. I mean, the chicken thigh was like one of those, like a pound's organic package, and it was like $8.50. You know, so if you can't do the chicken breast, so do the chicken thigh. Boneless, skinless, it's beautiful. And it lends itself to grilling, so it's creamy and still, you know, good. Any other questions for tonight? So I think what I want to do for our kitchen pharmacy class is, you're so sweet and show and teach us all these wonderful dishes. Thank you, Patricia. I love doing this. I just love doing this. It makes me very happy. The Wednesday morning we will start. It'll be around 7:30. I think I'm going to talk about aloe. It's kind of our kitchen pharmacy, like what can you eat to heal? We did a huge thing about inflammation and food combining. There's like a 27 pages I wrote for you guys with some recipes in it. I don't know if anybody's seen that yet, but that's on our Book of Face, and it's there free for you to grab and look at. I don't even know how many recipes we've posted on there. So, thank you. Have a wonderful evening. It was so nice to be with all of you guys tonight. I'm so glad that you got to learn this. I want to see pictures when you make the food. You know how much I love that. Okay, so let's see the schedule for this week. I won't be on live tomorrow. I have a bunch of stuff to do. So I'll probably be on Wednesday morning here doing our kitchen pharmacy. And then Friday, I'll probably be on for the weekend. Then Sunday morning class. And then, we start the run again. So thank you for joining me tonight. I mean, for the 366 people that have been here most of the night, thank you. I know you guys were out there. I wish you chatted with us, but it's for my subscribers. I'm just glad you got to be here today and watch and learn and enjoy. And I mean, this food is just wonderful. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night. I love you guys. I'll see you Wednesday morning, 7:30, Kitchen Pharmacy. I'll post one of those events so we remember. Thanks, Dizzy Braun. Remember, if you subscribe tonight, don't forget. Yeah, David, if you reach out, please, please, please email me. Let me know what's going on and I will help you do like a meal plan and we can add some of this food for you. I just need to know all of your, all the diagnosis, and then it takes me like a week, but I can put together a really good meal plan and have little quick recipes so that you can kind of know how to put the food together. Because I know the doctors, they don't give us, they say, don't eat this. And then they kind of leave you alone and don't help. That's where I come in. I want to teach you. Have a wonderful night, guys. I really appreciate all of you being here. I cannot believe that we've had like 340 people on here all night. It's so awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to send me an email and tell me what your name is. Thank you for all the follows tonight, all the hearts, all the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you for my roses. Good night, my loves. You guys are awesome. I know now I'm like, let's stay until 150, right? 150 likes. You guys are great. Thank you very much. Yay. Thank you for my snowflake keychain. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a wonderful night. Bye, guys.